Hey everybody, what's up? It's Keith with K&D Flips. If you're new to the channel, I'm a part-time reseller down in the state of Texas, selling primarily on eBay, occasionally Facebook Marketplace, and a couple other online community sites. Got a What Sold video for you this week with several items, 18 to be exact, with one big item that surprised me. You want to find out what it is? Stick around. All right, before we get into what sold this week, as long as you're here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet and you'd like to see content like this, reselling on eBay and other platforms, subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll know whenever we put a new video out. Thank you for being here, and let's get into the 18 items that sold this week. First off, we've got an Aladdin thermos. Picked this up at a garage sale for $3. That's sold for $18.35 plus shipping. All of these are going to be plus shipping. I rarely do free shipping, but that's my choice, and there's others that choose to do free shipping. All right, moving right along. We've got this next item here, some Gateway PC speakers. Picked these up for $1, and they sold for $9.73 plus shipping. I'm going to continue to say that because it's habit plus shipping. All right, next up here, we got the Seinfeld seasons 1 through 6. This, again, if you've seen some of the previous videos, I bought several series sets of VHS and some DVDs, various TV shows or movies. Each one of them were 50 cents. So all 6 of these together were 50 cents. They sold for $17.81. Next up, we've got this set of 2 Black & Decker drills that came with a case. Picked this up in my neighborhood on the virtual Facebook yard sale page that we have. Got them for $7.50, and they sold for $20 plus shipping. Next up, we've got this puzzle here. You know, puzzles usually do pretty good around the holidays, and this one did sell during the holidays. Picked up 10 different puzzles at a garage sale a couple of months ago. Each one were $1. They were all 1,000 pieces or more. And this one sold for $9.89 plus shipping. Next up, pretty neat little item here was an estate sale find. It's this Coleman flashlight and lamp. I should have included a picture of the lamp, but I didn't. But it's a flashlight, and if you stand it up, it's got a fluorescent lamp on the bottom side of it. Picked that up for $4. It was half price day in an estate sale, so it was $8. Total cost was $4. That one sold for $16.82 plus shipping. The reason for some of these odd numbers is because I've been trying to run sales over the weekends the last few weeks. And actually, like the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas and the week after Christmas, I just left the sale running the entire 3 weeks. So these percentages off is what is causing these odd numbers. All right, moving right along. We've got this Canon ink. My favorite price, free. Picked up a bag of different inks for different printers. And let's see, this one sold for $19 plus shipping. So free into $19, man. You can't beat that. Well, you can, but I'll take it. All right, next up, pretty neat little item here. It's this Ziro, it's Z-I-R-O, kind of a modern industrial clock. It was only about that big, around 3 inches or so diameter, maybe 4. And it was heavy, and it felt like it was threaded, but it actually wasn't threaded, but it looked like it. Say all that to say that it was a neat clock, a desk clock, and considered keeping it, but you know, we've got clocks everywhere on the computer monitors, cell phone, you know. Picked it up for $1, and it sold for $22.20 plus shipping. Pretty good turnaround there. All right, next up, we've got this set of FootJoy men's size 12 golf spikes. They were used, obviously, and it was missing one spike, one of the shoes, and the other spikes were kind of worn down. Had a little wear on these shoes. I actually kind of had these for a little while. I picked these up for $5 at a garage sale. It was part of another lot of some golf items that I'd purchased. So I just kind of figured this item was $5. And these sold for $20 plus shipping. Next up, again, some more ink. This Epson XP. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. This is not ink. This is a printer. I had to read my writing. Pick this up. Again, free. It was free. This printer was free. A working printer that was free. Did I say free? Anyway, it was in my neighborhood again. That virtual yard sale Facebook page. That's a good source for me, man. I'm loving that. And this sold for $50 plus shipping. So I said couldn't beat that earlier on the free for 19. This one's free into 50, so we beat it already. Next up, if you've watched a few videos, you've seen this before. I think I have one set left. It's a set of 2 bottles of Chateau Spill. It's a red wine stain remover. Each bottle is about 4 ounces. Picked these up at my local grocery store on clearance. They were $1.99 a bottle. So I lotted them up into 2s, and with tax, they cost $4.31. And these sold for $14.96 plus shipping, and they went to Australia. I think that's the 3rd set that I've had that have gone to Australia. So apparently they like their red wine, and apparently they spill it on themselves. Probably because they're down under, and no. All right, next up we have this Cyter, I think that's how you say it, or Cytec Cyborg Joystick. Man, that's one of those things. Cytec Cyborg Joystick. That's a mouthful. Picked this up for $1. Same garage sale where I picked up that little industrial looking clock earlier. And this one sold for $10 plus shipping. Next up, I got this set of books, the Twilight series, 1 through 4. I'm assuming that's all of them. I'm not a Twilight fan. Anyway, they were 25 cents a piece, so $1 for the set of 4. 1, 2, and 4 were hardcovers, and book 3 was a paperback. They were all in really good condition. But these ended up selling for $10 plus shipping. Not the greatest turnaround, but you know, $1 into 10 is really not that bad. All right, next up we have this little budgie double-decker bus, kind of a English looking thing. I don't know if it was made in England or not. I'll have to go back and look at my notes. Picked this up for $3 at a garage sale, a very high-priced garage sale. This was a long time ago, too. This was probably about 4 months ago, and everything was just sky high. But I happened to find a set of playing cards, and then I found this little bus. I paid $3 for it, and it sold for $15 plus shipping. Next up, some plush. I actually have some new old stock, I guess you could say, Webkins that I've had for years that I'm just selling off little by little. They still have the tag and are unused. If you're not familiar with Webkins, they have a tag. You can go online, enter a code in, and you take care of your animal online, I think. I don't know. I've never really looked at it. Anyway, but I found these. These are all without tags, so they had been used, but they're all in really good shape. This particular garage sale, they had several plush, and they were all 3 for $1. So I lotted up the Webkins. I had 10 of them, so 33 cents a piece, basically. So $3.30 for the 10, and they sold for $16.88 plus shipping. Next up, got this Radio Shack video selector switch thing. I guess you could put multiple audio, video. You can put multiple video systems into this switch thing. 25 cents. That's the important part. Cost me $0.25. It was a garage sale where everything was $0.25. And this one sold for $25 plus shipping. So $0.25 into 25. That's awesome. Next up, another RA item. Just happened to stop into Ross about 3 weeks ago. Actually, it was just before Christmas. And I found these mugs. They're Nickelodeon mugs. It's just the channel, and it's got several of the characters. If you turn the mug around, there's several of the characters all the way around. Kind of a eye-catching color, that lime green, and in the inside of the cup, the entire inside is orange. So pretty eye-catching. And I looked them up while I was there, not thinking that they were selling for much, but man, they were going from anywhere from $10 to $20 and $25. Apparently there's some different year series of these as well. This was a little bit newer. I want to say it was 2019, maybe. Anyway, $3.99 plus tax, so $4.32 into it, and it sold for $12.75 plus shipping. Next up, or actually our last item here, I was at a garage sale. I just kind of, I had 2 or 3 that I was planning on going to, and I did. And I happened to see a sign for this one. It wasn't on my list to go to. Windy road, 3, 4, 5 miles back into the woods, a little trailer house. And they had a pretty big garage sale, several families that must have contributed to it. I picked up some hats, and on my way out, I actually had a conversation with the guy. We actually were in the same line of work several years ago. We didn't work with each other, but we both did the same thing. So talked to him for a little bit, picked up the hats, bought those. I think they were $1 a piece, like $3. So I'm walking out, and to my right, as I'm getting to the end of the driveway, I see like a tarp set out. Some people set out tarps and put the clothes on the tarp. In this pile of clothes, I just happened to see a little Jack Daniels emblem, or just the words Jack Daniels. So that kind of caught my eye, and I picked it out. It was covered up by some other articles of clothing. And it was a jacket, a nice jacket. It needed to be cleaned. It had some age to it, but it was still in very good shape. All the snaps were fine, no threads sticking out or anything like that. The inside, the quilted lining was fine. So it was a Clint Boyer number 7 Jack Daniels NASCAR racing jacket. I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I'm familiar with the name, and I think we're all familiar with Jack Daniels. So picked it up I just held it up to him, as I was walking away. Hey man, how much you want for this jacket? Oh, just give me $5. So I gave him $5. Well, here's what it sold for. $125. I will take that. 10 days a week. If you can fit 10 days into a week, I will take that. And this one ended up going down to Mexico via eBay's GSP, Global Shipping Program. So that's it. We'll do the totals here real quick. So total spent, there were a couple of free items in there, remember. So for the 18 items, total spent $45.18. And then the total sales were $433.39. Subtract the cost of goods, and that ends up with $388.21. So approximately 8 times my money. That's before fees. So I will take that, and hoping you guys are having the same kind of success. Of course, this was kind of end of fourth quarter type stuff, and a couple of these sales were from this week. Trying to get back into a regular rotation of putting out a haul video and a what sold video. Plus I'll do some informational videos here and there as well, just trying to get things lined up. So that is it for this one. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up on your way out. And if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing and hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever we put another video out. Again, this has been Keith with K&D Flips. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Have a great month. Let's all have a great 2021, hopefully. We'll see you next time. Thanks.